Okay, Islam Dwayne. It is still November the 8th. It's still November 8th, 2020. I didn't do anything to myself today. It just I didn't feel like it, but I'm okay. I'm having a great day. I was feeling a little sick because of I was eating a lot of starch this week. I guess for a week and a half, a lot of bread, a lot of potatoes. Anyway, another thing I want to say is once again, it's November the 8th, 2020. Imani Gray-Bey and I, Rhonda Arrington-Bey, Dwayne Bey, we don't know any one person here in Annapolis, Maryland. No one here can say, someone mentally engaging now, can say that they know us personally here, that they hung out with us, that we had a conversation with them on the phone. And it's important to say that because knowing, once again, when you're dealing with or you're among those who don't respect constitutional laws, Islam, so they don't respect constitutional laws, or they're not in the constitutional fold, okay? Not everybody, then why would they not do criminal acts? And they have the telepathic code, and we know that we are among experiments, laboratory experiments that are outside of natural law. Being outside of natural law is an abomination. So if you are not upholding laws that this land was built on, not only that the planet vibrates to, okay, with the universe, then what will stop you from raping, molesting, stalking, drug dealing, sex trafficking, illegal organ selling, money laundering? So, and that is keeping it 100. So, Imani and I, we're going to say this in a lot of videos, because the first time I remember I thought it was necessary for me to start saying this when I started to see behaviors that were odd that I was experiencing, here from people I don't know personally, but you would think I do know them. And so when you're among unnatural, unclean spirits, and they also in that there's a act of slave breeding. That means breeding slaves, because they are outside of natural law. Any means necessary with those that are celestial, divine, and clean in spirit, then you will do things that are unlawful, criminal, and not only that, so all of that is included, okay? So now slave breeding is hard to prove than money laundering, all right? Slave breeding is hard to prove than drug dealing, okay? Slave breeding is hard to prove because you're dealing with the attack of the mind, spiritual possession. This is what they use in order to slave breed, all right, because they have the telepathic code. Then illegal organ selling, because all that can be traced and tracked. Slave breeding is hard to prove. So there's money laundering, illegal organ selling, drug dealing, sex trafficking, okay? Because you can have someone give testimony of what they experienced on a physical plane in reference to sex trafficking, okay? So, but it's all in the same category, okay? And that's keeping it 100. And so it's good for Imani and I, as natural, divine, celestial beings, for us to keep stating. We don't know anyone personally here in Annapolis, Maryland. We still stay in contact pretty much with the same Moors we stayed in contact with when we first came to Annapolis, Maryland in 2016, okay? And that's important to state as divine celestial beings as well. The last time I experienced or saw a car accident was this past week. So today is Sunday. It was Saturday. Was it Saturday? Yeah, it was Saturday. At Burger King, it was like, once again, car accident right in front of Burger King almost. It was like maybe a block, not even a block from Burger King. not even a block. I wouldn't even say it was a half a block for Burger King. I remember because I didn't understand some of the things, some of the actions that Miss Phyllis, the manager, was doing, and when she acted like she was irritated with me, and I didn't understand. I just kept asking her why. I was like, why? I said, I just kept saying, what am I doing? Out of the blue, she just act like I'm irritated. She's irritated with me, and I was just like, what? What did I do? Because she threatened to send me home, or she was like, you better listen to Khalid Muhammad. Khalid was like, just let Miss Phyllis go. And she was just like taking it to a personal level out of the blue. And I was like, why? I just stayed calm, Dwayne. I stayed calm, and she never answered me. I was just like, what did I do? My work ethics were, I checked the expiration dates on the white and chocolate milk. I refilled the refrigerator and checked expiration dates on the orange juice. I changed the trash. I expedited the food. I was there on time. I suggested stove. Kept my hands washed. There's only one tray now. That they're keeping at my register to use. The sign is still up to use the tray, but there's one tray. The other tray, you remember I gave testimony about Thomas saying in an irritating voice, another black male manager saying, why are you washing the other tray? You the only one that used the trays. But the sign is up still that requires us to use a tray. And so I'm doing what Burger King asked me to do, or the owners of Burger King asked me to do. So there's only one bowl. There was only one bowl that day. So Miss Phyllis, out of blue, became very irritated with me, and Khalid Muhammad was like saying stuff like she was like, listen to Khalid Muhammad, because he was saying, listen, leave her alone. So what did I do? I'm like, what? So anyway, I had to go to the restroom. Really, I was like, real quick, I got to go to the bathroom. But I noticed as I was going to the bathroom, this Spanish-speaking male was coming inside the back door, or I'm going outside the back door, from the bathroom. And that whole area is still locked off. It's still shut down, the dining room area. And so that was, so I went to the bathroom, and I checked and looked at the door, and the door was, before I went to the bathroom, after I saw the Spanish-speaking looking male. That means he was brown skinned with dark hair, maybe 5'6", had on a work uniform, like he's like they drive the white trucks, and they have the vest on, like they're working outside. So I saw him walk out the back door, okay? And then I went to the door, the back door, that's across from the bathrooms, not in the front. It's in the front door. The customers usually walk in, place an order. This is the back door on the side, and I closed it, and because I could see it was cracked open, and we are told that that the bathrooms and the dining room isn't open to the public anymore. Ever since the coronavirus pandemic, ever since in April or March, whenever this happened, it started happening where we had to start wearing our masks and so forth. So then I went to the bathroom, came back out, and the door was cracked open again. And so I closed it again. As I was going back, I noticed there was lights. Khalid Muhammad, after I not clocked back in, but went back to the front line, Khalid Muhammad came in from the front. He does that. I don't know what he does for the company, but sometimes, he stay gone for a while, and then he comes back and get on the clock like it's nothing. I don't know, though. I don't know. Or maybe he's doing an extra job for the owners of the Burger King. I do not know. He's the one that sprayed pepper spray and or mace years ago. He said there was a car accident. And I looked, and sure enough, not even you can see the lights, the police. Again, this was Saturday, car accident. And it was like literally, once again, a big thing about it. You see the lights and the whole nine. And I was like, once again, not too far from Burger King. So usually, on West Street. I was like, this is amazing. So also I remember that day, because now I'm thinking about it. There was a black, or she would be black unless she claimed my nationality. She was complaining to Miss Phyllis about not having a sandwich, but she didn't have a mask on. And I said, after there was a pause. I don't know if Miss Phyllis caught it or not. I said, ma'am, can you put on your mask? And she said, oh, yeah. And I said, or you can just pull up your shirt if you don't have your mask with you. And Miss Phyllis was irritated with me. She said, leave her alone. Leave her alone. I was like, okay. I didn't know it was masks. I thought, we all supposed to wear masks. Tell the customers to wear masks. And she made it seem like I was bothering the customer by telling her to wear a mask. Now, they allow some customers to use the restrooms sometimes. I don't know why they do, but that's the managers that do that. So if the manager says it's okay, I don't intervene. So when she said, this is not the first time something like this with the mask have happened, and Miss Phyllis, seemed like she personalized it. So once again, it was odd. So getting upset, I was like, what? And then, I noticed that there's a car accident. So, anyway, I just, I backed away from that conversation. I said, no problem, I'll leave the customer alone. And then later, another customer came in, and Miss Phyllis, and they was someone, I forgot who said it, but caught it. Because sometimes you can actually be talking to a customer and not catch that they don't have on a mask. Because you're too busy trying to hear what the customer is saying. It's not that we're doing it purposely. So I didn't know if she caught it. As a team player, I caught it. But she said, leave her alone. Another customer came in the same day. A co-worker caught that they didn't have a mask on. And Miss Phyllis was like, oh, yeah, put on your mask. You must wear your mask, So I was like, what's the difference between earlier when I caught it and then? Besides, there was a car accident and all the other stuff was going on. So the back door was open, and I told Miss Phyllis, I said, Miss Phyllis, that someone is leaving that back door. I don't know if they're going out there to smoke cigarettes or what, but they're leaving that back door open, and customers are literally that you can't see. You don't know who it is. Are coming in through the back door, going to the bathroom. So. Anyway, I let her know. So Islam, that's my testimony. And so moving forward from that. Oh, also these spirits, in reference to spirituality, they can carry their voice. Too many times at American Extended Stay, literally hearing a voice in the spirit. Now, I'm dealing with spirituality because they have the code of telepathy that Imani Gray -Bey and I, Ron Arrington-Bey reject as natural celestial beings. Carry their voice saying, brother, she loves your son, Sue. It's like a psychological, just like keep repeating the same thing over and over again. So, I thought that was odd. I don't think it's odd. That is definitely spirit. So I'm giving testimony about it because this technological I should say experience, or this ability to be able to do that should be used to help uplift fallen humanity. So when you're among unnatural spirits and they are able to do such things, invade a room by just carrying their voice or sending an unclean smell in your room, you have to do things accordingly. And so what I usually do is ignore it. Also, smells, I definitely burn incense, okay? Islam. And because we are among unclean, unnatural laboratory experiments that the government places in the population. There's nothing galactic, extraordinary. And so what's interesting is, Dwayne Battlefield Bay, is imagine those that had Dakota telepathy here before they started distributing Dakota telepathy on a mass level. Like maybe 40 years ago, 60 years ago. Can you imagine how much mental illness, sickness that these spirits caused? And we had no idea. I would say 20. I just found out about it these few years, right? So, and when I was 22 years old, 21, that's why I give testimony of things, of acts, thoughts that I was experiencing, and because I know I see a connection. Because these spirits can mentally engage with your sheath and actually cause you to speak a word, because they have invaded your entire body sheath. And if I don't shine my light to see it, I wouldn't know. And if I haven't studied my body or my mind, I wouldn't know. So you can actually, for instance, instead of saying ma'am to a female, you can say sir, and shine your light. And 9 times out of 10, I'm giving you an example. One of these spirits have invaded your entire spirit, your entire body, not sheath, and then start speaking and trying to control you like a robot. Okay, Islam.